Hello everyone! Welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie and tonight is Monday night, so that means that it's live chat night. We do this every single Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a virtual stitch gathering, craft gathering. There's lots and lots of folks here who crochet, knit, weave, spin, all kinds of great stuff, and we just sit here and we chit chat about everything for 2 hours while we all craft. It's a great little community. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please remember that you have to be signed into your YouTube account if you would like to participate in live chat while the chat is going on. If you're not signed into your YouTube account, you will not be able to participate. And tonight, that will be a very, very bad thing for you because it's Crochet O'Clock turn 2 today. So we're going to have a really big giveaway. Super excited for it. We're going to do things just a little bit different than how I normally do them because it's normally chaos, and tonight will probably be chaos as well, but we're going to do things just a little bit different. But let's see who is in chat. Who do we have as moderators? Hello! Look at everybody. Wow. Lots and lots of people. I came in here earlier when I was trying to set up some stuff. It was like 2 hours ago and there was people already here. Yes, please make sure that you change your chat from top chat to live chat. Please make sure that you pay attention to that because if it's not on live chat, then you just won't be getting all of the messages, and that won't be great at all. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. Hello, hit the like button. Yay, birthday wishes. Thank you guys so much. Although it's not just my birthday, it's all of you guys' birthday too, because you're all It's Crochet O'Clock. There wouldn't be an It's Crochet O'Clock without you guys. Lots and lots of people. Welcome to all of the new people. Lots of people. It's going to be a different kind of chaos. Yes, it's going to be a different kind of chaos. Jackie, hi! It's actually not Good Loop's birthday. Good Loop's birthday is actually on Valentine's Day. That's when Good Loop's. This is It's Crochet O'Clock's birthday. Two different things kind of mesh together. There's my Aunt Jean-Ann. Hello, I love you. I miss you oh so much. It has been forever since I have gotten to speak to my Aunt Jean-Ann, you guys. There has been issues going on and she's just been too busy. And I miss her. I miss it. I'm a different person when I don't get to speak to my Aunt Jean-Ann every day, you guys. You just don't understand. It's a situation. Whew. Okay. So, before we get started, I have to tell you guys, because I too am going to get so wrapped up in giving away these prizes and all of the shenanigans that's going to happen. I do not want to forget. You guys, the Give Carlay Her Good Loops title is going on. We have selected the 5 names that were our favorites from the multitudes that were submitted 2 weeks ago. And last Thursday on a Good Loops Live on the Good Loops Facebook page, Jennifer and I put up the polling. It's at goodloopsyarn.com, and if you click on blog up at the top or in the menu, depending on how you access it, it is the first blog post that pops up, and there is a place where you can vote. You just simply click on the title that is your favorite. And don't forget that all of those titles were submitted by you guys. So one of you guys is going to win 10 balls of nurturing fibers. And it's going to be one of the new colors that have not been released yet. I have them. I cannot show them to you. When was it? What is today? Today's Monday? Yesterday morning, I opened up the shipment and I did inventory and received all of the stuff, and it was the first time that I got to see the new colors in person, and I was blown away. I cannot wait. It's killing me because Carlay hasn't officially released the colors yet, so I can't show them to you. Maybe next week I'll be able to show them to you, maybe by Thursday, Good Loops Live Thursday. I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's killing me. But somebody is going to win 10 balls of that yarn of their choice. super excited for whoever it is going to be. I know that I have a favorite for Carle's title, and it's not winning right now, and I'm a little bit sad face about it. They're all great titles, but I do have a favorite. Just a teensy weensy little bit. Sad. Oh no, Sally's gonna miss the giveaway. Sally, I keep telling you, stop making appointments during live. I don't know how long we've been doing this. All right. You want to see all that yarn that's behind me? All that yarn that's behind me? That's going to somebody. A couple somebodies. A couple, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 somebodies. Whew, there's lots of stuff. Somebody freaky. Stop trying to talk me or trick me into saying things that I shouldn't say. That's naughty. That's so, so naughty. I'm so glad that I have been doing this for over a year, these lives over a year, because Freaky used to get me all the time. All the time Freaky would say things, and it's just natural for us to read when you're over here on this side, to just read the comments out loud, and oh, I got myself into trouble I don't know how many times because of Freaky. Oh, Kim said, I'm sad that my entry was there, but someone else submitted it before me. I know, there's timestamps. I'm so sorry, friend, but I have to be fair. Somebody else. Hello, Steph. Welcome. Hi, Terry. Welcome. So for those of you guys who are new, first and foremost, Freaky is harmless. Don't take offense to anything Freaky says. That is, Freaky's like our little mascot. Don't take Freaky too seriously, but take Freaky seriously, but don't take Freaky too seriously, okay? Second, this is a very different kind of live because we're going to be giving away a lot of prizes this evening for It's Crochet O'Clock's 2nd birthday, which is today. Super exciting, and it's going to get a little chaotic. And I know that a lot of people like to work on their crafts while they're here, but this is going to require participation if you want to win. So you need to pay attention. Chat's going to be flying by. It's going to be crazy. But I have to tell all of you guys that just because something pops up on your screen first before another comment, that does not mean that that's the way that I see it. So what I am going to do, normally I will write down a number and I will tell you guys to choose a number between a specific range. And the first time I see that number pop up in chat, that's the person that wins. But since this is a special giveaway, the moderators and I decided that it would be fun to ask you guys trivia questions about It's Crochet O'Clock. And the first person who gets it right, the first person that I see on my screen get it right, that will be the person that will win. So just because your comment may pop up on your screen before somebody else's doesn't necessarily mean that I will be the one that will see it. And while these are trivia questions about It's Crochet O'Clock, I also think that it's important to tell you that I know that there's a lot of you guys that lurk here quite frequently, and I know that there's a lot, because you tell me, there's a lot of you guys who, when you're bored or when you're just working on projects and you just want background noise, that you turn on the old lives and you watch the old lives. So if you're new here, there's still a chance for you to win, because there's some easy ones that are in here that I think the vast majority of people would know. So I don't want you to feel left out. I also, for the people who are watching the replay, there is going to be one question towards the end. And what will happen with that very last prize is I will let everybody answer in the comments of the video, and then 2 days from now I will push the random comment selector and it will pop up that comment for me, and if that is the correct answer to the question that I posed right before we leave, then that person will win that prize, because I know that The folks, the Europeans, it's super late for the Europeans and everybody in South Africa. And I know that we have a lot of people from Europe and specifically from South Africa that can't watch the live, so I don't want them to be left out either. And if you are new and you don't know any of the answers from tonight, then maybe you'll learn something. We will have to see. See, hey, there's Jen. People are still flooding in. That's okay. It's been 11 minutes. Flood, flood, flood. Come on. Yes, Sally, you still have a chance. Kelly's missed a lot of the lives lately. You have, but you have a very, very good excuse for it. You have a really good excuse for it. What is my first prize? Does spelling count? Well, I mean, if I can understand what you're saying, then you know, you'll win. Don't copy my answers. I'm going to be deliberately posting misleading ones. Kim is evil, you guys. Kim is evil. How did Kim become a moderator of this channel? I mean, really, what was I thinking? Oh. Okay. So the first 3 prizes are part of my knit crates that I have been saving. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I still have all of the boxes. I still have all of the pamphlets that came in the boxes. So if you are the winner of these yarns, then you will get the pattern books. And if there were any notions in that month's knit crate, you will get those as well. How many times can one person win? Well, I mean, look, if you get the answer right, then you get the answer right. You know, I think that if you continue to win, if you know me that well and you know It's Crochet O'Clock that well, you might want to slow your roll just a little bit, Turbo. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you for the birthday wishes. I know, you guys, there's a bunch of people who are lurkers, and that's okay. That's okay. We see you. We see you. I used to go into Chantel, who is fiberific. I used to be able to attend every single live broadcast from Fiberific, and there were times where I was on deadline and I just had to crochet, but I still wanted to be there and I still wanted to laugh and I still wanted to take part of it. So there's been a lot of times where I've been in lives too, and I've just been lurking because I couldn't, because you have to type and I need my hands to crochet. So I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. So Anthony, first, if anybody has gas, let's get it all out. Okay, so for those of you who were not here last week our live was completely off the chain, and we went way off into left field, and my cousin, my sweet, loving, kindest person in the world next to my Aunt Jean Ann cousin, was just giving me a really hard time about football. So much so that I FaceTimed her husband while we were live to yell at him and accuse him of taking her phone, because I thought that she had gotten up to get a drink, that she had gotten up to go to the restroom, and he just decided to mess with me because it was so uncharacteristic of my sweet, loving cousin. Well, she was sitting right next to him, and he said, "I'm watching the game," and he turned his phone, and there she is, just... So she was extremely sassy, and then Aunt Jean Ann popped up and said maybe it was gas. So if anybody's got any sass, just make sure that you go ahead and get it on out right now. I don't know where Amy is. I have no idea where Amy is. I don't know. I didn't get to talk to her before live today because I was too busy, so I didn't call her because I'm a horrible cousin. But she may pop up. She may pop up. Okay, so first prize, again, this is from Knit Crate. You'll get 2 skeins of this. This is 100% superwash merino, and it is 218 yards in each, and it's worsted weight. And now I have to bring up my questions, because I had to type up my questions so I did not forget them, because that happens, because I get all wrapped up in this too. Okay, is everybody ready? I've talked about this I don't know how many times, so if you've watched any of my videos, like copious amounts of times, how did It's Crochet O'Clock begin? Go. And now we get to wait, because I also have a delay. So I have to sit here and I have to wait before all of the answers start flooding in. I'm looking for the catalyst for what made me start It's Crochet O'Clock. That's what I'm looking for. We will see. Freaky with the first video. No, that's not how it started. That's not how it started. Nope, that's not, nope, Sue, that's not how, nope. Everybody's going to Chantel, no. That's how the lives started. Nope. No, nope, nope. Lordy. Nope. Is there Irish coffee in your cup? Nope, that's water. Afghans for your grandbabies? Nope, that's not how it started. It was not fiberific. Making how-to stitches for Emma? Nope, that's not how it was. It was not Maxine's fault. There are a lot of things that have to do with It's Crochet O'Clock that are Maxine's fault, but no, it was not Maxine. Kathy asked, do you have a store where you sell the tumbler or the tote? The small one, yes, you can get that by going to itscrochetoclock.com and clicking on merch. You can buy the small one, but the big one and my tumbler are patron gifts. Hold on, I'm looking. I'm looking. You see, teaching friends to crochet to combat depression from your 600-pound life show. Christina, she wins. That's how It's Crochet O'Clock started. I was a huge fan of the TV show My 600-Pound Life, and I joined their fan group on Facebook, and one of the moderators posted one day that she had read an article of a study that said that people who had hobbies that use their hands were less likely to binge eat. So she wanted to know what everybody's hobbies were. And I said that I crocheted a lot. And then all kinds of other people said that they wanted to learn how to crochet as well. And poof, it just evolved from there. So all of a sudden, I'm calling my Aunt Jean Ann and I'm going, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And I got a blog now. And that's how it started. Anthony, be nice to me. Be nice to me. Let me see. I'm writing down this name. Christine, if you would send me an email to itscrochetoclock@gmail.com with your details. This one is all you. See. Oh, Kelly, don't start in with him. Do not encourage the monster, Kelly. See, now that somebody has said it, everybody is remembering. Oh, let's see. See, I like saying the wrong answers sometimes. Someone asked you what time it was. Oh, that's funny. Oh. Everybody's saying congratulations to Christine. That's a good one. But Anthony can stay. Anthony is as sassy. Anthony is every bit as sassy as Freaky. So I probably should give all of the new people a disclaimer. Aside from Freaky is harmless, so is Anthony. Man. Ooh, you guys, this one is killing me to give it away. Killing me to give it away because it's so nice. I'm not sassy, I'm saucy, says Freaky. Okay, you're saucy and sassy. The next prize that's going to go out is another knit crate. And don't forget that the 3 knit crates, they will come in their box with the pamphlets. If there was any notions with them, all of that good stuff, you will get that. Christine, hold on. Christine, Orchid, sorry. Orchid. That one. That's who won. So this one is 85% merino wool and 15% cashmere. It's a DK weight and each skein is 302 yards. And this color, you guys know how I love anything that even remotely comes within the realm of sea glass. I love this yarn. I love this yarn, but realistically, I have so much stuff going on that this yarn is going to sit here for forever. Yes, Caroline, anybody can try to win the yarn. I will ship it to wherever if you win. So this yarn is just going to sit there realistically, and I think that it would be quite selfish of me to keep this. So I'm going to give it to one of you guys, and hopefully you guys will actually give it the love and attention that it deserves. So this one may be hard for you, maybe not hard for you, but what was my first video that I ever put up? What was my first video tutorial? Hello, lords! Even to the moon. Freaky, no, I'm not shipping to the moon or the International Space Station. You guys are horrible. You really are. There was a lot of people that got this color. Oh. Let's see. Orchid like the apple. Thank you, Christina. Don't forget to send me an email. Jen Fulton wins. It was the Virus Meets Granny shawl, and that was our first project, our first group project from that little group from the My 600 Pound Life group that wanted to learn how to crochet, or they did crochet. I wanted to do a group project with them. So I contacted Genty Lyons, who has unfortunately since then taken down the written pattern, which has caused all kinds of chaos. But she's taken down the written pattern, but I sent her a message and I told her what I was doing, and I asked her if I could film a tutorial for her shawl, and she said yes. So, that's how the Virus Meets Granny shawl came up, and it's a horrible tutorial. It's horrible. That's why I tell people all the time when they come to me and they ask me advice for starting a YouTube channel, I tell them just do it. I started literally with one little light and my old iPhone. And that's how I started all of my video tutorials. I didn't have all of these lights and all of these cameras and all of that stuff when I first started. I had to build it up over time, and I didn't know what in Sam Hill I was doing. I watched so many tutorials and so much stuff about filming and editing. I had to learn all of that stuff, and you can do it too. And it's okay. Your first tutorials are not going to be all that great. Your first videos that you upload aren't going to be all that great, but that's okay. You will improve over time. So many people. So that was Jen Fulton. Jen, don't forget to send me an email to itscrochetoclock@gmail.com and I will get your yarn to you. Oh, I'm sorry, Dough Beans. I'm sorry. Okay, so we've already had one. This is the second time that we have done this, and maybe people weren't in here from the beginning. So I am going to repeat what I said at the beginning because it never fails that there's always nastiness and there's always snarky comments. And I don't really like that whenever we're doing celebrations. So here's how this works. Just because you enter something into chat and you may see it before somebody else sees it, doesn't mean that that's the way that I see it. So when I ask the questions, I'm watching chat, and the first name that pops up for me is the one who wins the prize. Not the first name that pops up for you. The first one that I see pop up is who's going to win the prize. It's just how it goes. Sorry if that upsets anybody, but it's the way it goes. I cannot imagine you put up a bad video. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have. Yes, I have. Definitely. Whew. I guess I ought to slow down, but I don't want to. So this is the last of the knit crates. This one is a crazy loud color. And while I love the feel of it and I love the construction of the yarn, I wasn't really crazy about the color because you guys know how I feel about orange. My face cannot tell a lie. I'm not okay with orange. At all. So, this right here. This is, the colorway is called Tiger Lily. It's 48% merino wool, 20% baby alpaca, and 32% organic cotton. It's DK weight. It's 274 yards in each skein. And it is constructed completely different. It's like little chains going through. So, I know that there are people out there who love orange. Maybe one of you guys will enjoy it. I know that there was a bunch of people when I opened it that was like, I love it, I want it. I wasn't one of those people. I was saving it for a moment like this because I just don't like orange. I like orange. I like all colors, okay? It's just not in my palette. It doesn't do anything for me. Can't be done. Can't be done. So, question number 3. This one is going to be a tough one. For those of you who do not pay attention, this is going to be a really tough one. What line of work did I do that taught me so much about copyright laws? I've talked about it copious amounts of times, but I want to see how many of you guys are paying attention. Truly, I do. Pumpkins. She says that like she can't believe that anybody would enjoy it. Listen, I feel that way every time I get something that is orange. I really, really do. Anthony? Oh, Anthony. Anthony and I are going to fight, you guys. If Anthony does not pop up in next week's live, it's because I have hurt him. Whew. Just so you know. Goodness. Steph wins. Holy cow, that was fast. That was super, super, super fast. And while that was a very, very broad answer, Steph wins. The reason that I know so much about copyright law is because for a very, very long time, 6, almost 7 years, I worked in the gaming industry. And what I did was I worked for graphic artists who designed assets for video games because people would always want to make their video game characters look different, and they would pay money to purchase specific items that would alter their avatars And I was the person that dealt with all of their social media, with all of their influencers. It was my job to get all of those assets passed out to specific people who would influence other people and promote the products, all of that good stuff. And unfortunately, in that industry, there is a lot of theft in it. So there was one point where I worked with 35 different graphic designers who created assets for video games. So I was literally, I worked more then than I work now. No joke. So that's where I learned about it, because it's just rampant in that industry. And I used to have to, I didn't have to, but I used to help file DMCAs to get the work taken down or to get it removed from a video game, to get people prosecuted for their theft, because there was a lot of money that was involved. You wouldn't think that people would pay a lot of money for something that they cannot hold physically in their hand, but yeah, they do. Like multiples of millions of dollars each year people spend on items that they will never be able to hold. So it was a lot of money that was being lost. That's how I learned so much about copyright. And I just carried it over here into our industry. Well done, Steph. Who knows me, huh? Make sure you send me an email. It's crochetoclock@gmail.com. Tina. Tina's been around for a really long time, too. Oh, goodbye. So sorry that you're not happy with how things are going. Come on, Amy, I need some help. You do not need any help, Anthony. No help at all. Oh, let's see. Everybody's saying congrats. Let me see if I missed anything that was important while we were up here. The silk screening industry. Nope, not that. Watch where O'Clock steps so you don't get trod on. I'm gonna beat him up. We're gonna have words. Let's see. Okay, that's all the way back up. Yay! What was I doing next? Oh, so this will be one for the folks who are allergic to wool, because I did not forget about you guys. I know that there's so many of you guys that can't work with wool, so y'all know that I had to do it. I'm gonna, reaching 5 balls of paint box, you guys. This is Paint Box Simply Aran weight yarn. So it's a worsted weight yarn, number 4 weight yarn. It's 5 balls of it. Each ball has, I forget, I used to know this by heart, but it's been so long since I've worked with it. It's 100 grams, and there are 201 yards in each of them. Oh, Tina, 129 watching and only 86 likes. Come on, you guys. You guys can do better than that. Let's see. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Every time there's a giveaway, it just brings out the trolls, doesn't it? So, let's see, what is this? Is this question number 4? Okay, question number 4. Oh, this one is probably going to go super quick. This one's probably going to go really, really, really quick. What tagline from a semi-viral video, and I say semi-viral because it only kind of went crazy within our industry. It didn't go all the way across the internet, but it did go kind of crazy in our industry. What tagline from a semi-viral video have I become known for? Everybody should know this one. Everybody. Oh. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, Lordy. There's so many. Every time I do a giveaway. Charlene Chapman. Holy cow. Charlene Chapman. It was the, I think it was my second content theft video. Chapman. And I don't know if I told you guys, but I had a moment while I was at the Crochet Guild of America conference because Marley Bird came up to the Good Loops booth. And she was looking at the yarn and she was talking to me and she said, she said, "It's nice to see you again." And I hadn't actually met Marley Bird in person, but she had been talking to Amy, and Amy and I, we look a lot. She's got red hair, I don't, but you know, we're family. The resemblance is there. And I said, "Well, you were talking to my cousin earlier, but you've never met me. I'm Stephanie from Good Loops, and it's Crochet O'Clock." And she goes, "Ah, that's why I feel like I already know you, because I watch your channel." And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, right, Marley Bird watches my channel. Okay. And then I was like, "Oh, thanks. That's so sweet." And then she started copying me, like my mannerisms, and she started reading off lines. And then Marley Bird goes, "Ask yourself why." You guys, I about died. I about died. It's like the ask yourself why thing will not go away. And I had no idea that that was going to happen, but there are so many people who are just like, "Ask yourself why," all the time. I met somebody, and I don't know who they were, but I was walking through Dallas going to the conference, and this woman passed me, and I was wearing one of my It's Crochet O'Clock shirts. So, you know, like, even if they didn't recognize my face, they may recognize the logo. But this woman walked past me, and all she said to me was, "Ask yourself why," and then just kept on going. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, let's see. Let's see. There's going to be lots of trolls in here this evening, you guys. Every time that there is a giveaway, there's always, always, always lots of trolls. So I apologize. It's not normally like this at all, but giveaways always pull in the trolls. Where does the ask yourself why come from? Because that was when somebody accused me of joining their group. It was when the Havana Crochet Along was going on. And because I was helping Emma and I was helping Tina promote the Havana Crochet Along, this woman in public, and it was actually in a New Zealand group, accused me of stealing her work to give to Tina to create the Havana. At that point, the Havana had already been a pattern that had been published for 3 years before it was even turned into a crochet along. It was published in one of Tina's books. Tina is a force to be reckoned with within herself. She's been in all kinds of movies. She is a world-renowned yarn bomber. She travels all over the world and bombs entire cities. The woman is just hot as hot can be. And then on top of that, the crochet that this woman does, who accused me of stealing her work, is interlocking crochet. The Havana is mosaic. Two completely different techniques, but I was just fit to be tied, and I snapped, and that was the video where I was just losing my mind. And when I was calling her out, and I was calling other people out for the very, very horrible, horrible things that people do, one of the things that I did was I leaned into the microphone and And I said, if any of what I've said offends you, then you need to ask yourself why. So, that's how the ask yourself why thing came along, because my crazy full on came out of its box that day. And it's like everybody's favorite video of me, and I I'm glad that my crazy came out of its box and that it did as well as it did, and so many people started learning about copyright theft. But I mean, it will not go away. It will not go away. Oh, let's see. Everybody's there's all kinds of mess going on. Ah. Let trolls are trolls. It is what it is. Oh, what's my next one? Oh, you guys, my next one. It was my favorite It's Crochet O'Clock moment. You guys, Kim laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. Laughed and laughed. I even have a little compilation that I put together of all of my, from that video, just from that video. And that compilation video was like 4 minutes long, but it was just all of my absolutely crazy moments from that one video just squished together, put on the, for the patrons. Good night, Kathy. Marley Bird is very down to earth. I love her so much. She's really, really awesome. Oh, let's see. I didn't think about copyright until that video came out. Lots of people didn't. And the louder for you guys in the back, Lord. I don't, one more time for the people in the back. Oh, man. Yeah, most people, that's how most people found me, was from that one video. I don't know, it kind of went crazy because I was losing my mind and everybody was like, look at this crazy lady here. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Okay, so these next two prizes, this one is popping off. These next two prizes, you guys, whoever it is that wins these, you need to know that these were part of my samples that were sent to me forever ago. Before any of you guys knew, the only people that knew were my Aunt Jean Ann and Amy and the patrons about Good Loops coming. And I unboxed a bunch of yarn forever ago. And it was a huge South African yarn haul unboxing. And I spent the entire 2 hours going through this box. But what they really were was those were my samples for me to feel, because, you know, my partner was, she was already very familiar with everything. And I was semi-familiar with South African yarn because of Maxine, because Maxine had sent some to me. But I had never experienced Nurturing Fibers before. I hadn't experienced Miss Lamotte or Adele's Mohair, any of that. So these are very, very special to me. And for those of you guys who know me, you know that, like, my memories, they attach to objects, and I just couldn't bring myself to use them because they were my very first samples. I mean, hello, I still have this tiny little accident variegated bonbon that I keep right here because it was what launched, you know, Yaya's going into full-blown status. So I know that if I keep these, they will never get used, and they're far too beautiful to just sit there in the box simply because, you know, they're my memories. So these next two prizes, whoever gets them, they're very, very, very special to me. You better do something with them. You have to do something with them, because I don't want them to just go somewhere and then nothing ever happened to them. That's the reason that I'm giving them to you guys, and I'm forcing myself to give them away, even though they are so very, very special to me. So this first one is going to be super easy. Super, super easy. What is my Good Loops business partner's name. Super, super easy. While you guys are doing that, this is Nurturing Fibers single spun lace yarn. There's two different colors here. This one is Lunar and this one is Sangria. Both of these are 620 meters, so there is a lot of yarn right here, but it's lace weight. Hello, Angela. Yes, it would be if you could win. Lindsay Chateau is the first one that I have seen. Yes, her name is Jennifer Bota, and she is actually Venezuelan. Her father was a Venezuelan diplomat, and they ended, he retired. They were in South Africa. Her mother is American. And did I say South Africa? South Africa. So he retired out in South Africa, and she was getting ready to go into college, and she just decided to stay in South Africa as well. So that's her name. No, Maxine is just like my crochet soul sister. She's my Kiwi bestie. So this one goes to Lindsay. Lindsay, this is my special yarn. Lindsay, it's my special, special yarn. You better do something with it. Oh. She is. She is just cavity sweet. She's overly sweet. I'm trying to get through these because I also have the last of the ends to weave in for Brantley's blanket. I want to get them done. I keep drawing blanks on this test. Aww. I'm so sorry. Yes, Maxine is my Kiwi bestie. Jennifer is my partner with Good Loops. And there was somebody else that I was... Who else was mentioned? Oh, Emma. Emma is not my business partner. She is a colleague that I collaborate with. She's also my friend. I just film a bunch of tutorials for her. And oh, the spider killer. Yes! I need spider killers in my life. Like, everybody around me has to be okay with killing spiders. It's just part of being with me. I was going to say post pictures in the fun zone, but that's the wrong channel. That is the wrong channel. That's for Fiberific. If you're going to post pictures, then you have to do it in the It's Crochet O'Clock group. Hello, Tracy. Welcome. Oh, poor Gabby. Gabby probably knows all of these answers. Gabby's been... Speaking of which, you guys, this month is so awesome. Yes, Jackie, I can see your post, but you were way down in the list. You were like 6th or 7th that said Jennifer. So It's Crochet O'Clock turns 2 today. This month marks a year since we have had Patreon as a thing. So the first night that I opened up my Patreon account, my very first patron ever was Lisa Gray. And she is still a patron to this day. This month is a year. And then Renee Crump, Carol Evans, and Nancy Hildebrand were the other ones that jumped immediately on board. And only one of them is not a patron anymore. And there are so many other ones that came in that same week. Gabby was one of them. I mean, there's so many patrons that have hung out with me for the past year. And while they do get lots of extra stuff from me, they get to see behind the scenes stuff. They get to all of my secrets. They know all of my secrets well before anybody else except for Aunt Jean Ann knows all of my secrets. They get all of those, and they know what's coming, and they get sneak peeks before anybody else, and they get merch that nobody else can have. They're also super supportive of me. And there have been nights where I've just been so stressed out with projects or something that was going on that I just sit there and blab for hours on live to the patrons, and they calm me down. And they're a godsend, and I really don't know what I would have done without them. And I'm so thankful that Chantel talked me into starting a Patreon account, because it's been one of the best things ever. I'm glad that you're back as a patron too, Diana. It's nice to have you back in the mix. Took a little break there for a little while, but that's okay. And then the other big thing that is going to happen, it's going to happen today. We're only 5 subscribers away. Well, the last time I looked, which was a couple hours ago, we're only 5 subscribers away from hitting 24,000. 24,000 subscribers in 2 years. That's crazy. When I was doing all of my research to start the YouTube channel, everybody said that your first 1,000 subscribers are the hardest to get, and that there are people that go for 5 years and still never get 1,000 subscribers. I hit over 1,000 subscribers in my first month, and I have no idea what I did. I have no idea how I did it, so I could never help anybody else do it. But 2 years, 24,000 subscribers. It's just crazy. Molly said, what is a Patreon account? Okay, so in the old days, artists had patrons who would pledge money to them so they would not have to divide their time between their art and between working to take care of their household. The modern day version of that is a website called Patreon. And on Patreon, there are different tiers. You can start at $1 and it goes all the way up to $20 a month that you can pledge, and each tier has its own set of bonuses. And the higher tier you go, you get that tier's bonuses plus everything else below it. So that's what Patreon is. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Hey, Jamie. It's okay. Yeah, you are a little late to the party. I think we're a little more than halfway through with giving away all of the good stuff. Beverly is quite nice, isn't she, Annie? She's awesome. Beverly takes care of me. Okie dokie. So, this next one. This is also very, very, very special to me, you guys. This was part of my samples of nurturing fibers that came to me. These are 2 hanks of Super Twist DK. It's 100% merino. And together, this is 206 meters of it. So you won't be able to make a super big project, but you will be able to make something. And the question for this one is, y'all got your fingers ready? Got your fingers ready? This is a twofer, okay? There is one of 2 ways that this could be answered. And the first one that I see that gets either one of them will win it. Okay, so there's 2 different answers for this, and thank you, Kim, for pointing that out for me when I shared these questions with the moderators earlier. Kim pointed this out. So, how did Jennifer and I meet? Jennifer is my partner with Good Loops. How did we meet? Kim, you actually didn't, because I went back and I looked through all of my stuff. Lisa was honestly the first patron that signed up. See. Aw, thank you, Jew Johnson. I couldn't change if I wanted to. It never works out for me. You got into a fight? No, I didn't get into a fight. Xana wins. Okay, so And then Terry came out with full on, but Xana was the first one that I saw that said it. She would not stop contacting me, you guys. What had happened is Maxine, my Kiwi bestie, right? She lives in New Zealand, but she was raised in South Africa. So she's very, very familiar with South African yarn. And I wasn't. So Maxine sent me a bunch of New Zealand yarn, and she actually sent me South African yarn as well. And I loved, it was Vinnie's Colors that she had sent me. Vinnie's Colors Serena, as a matter of fact. And I loved it so much that I blogged about it. I talked about it on the YouTube channel multiple times, and I just kept raving about it. Well, that's how Jennifer found me, was I was the only one that was blogging about South African yarn. And she sent me an email. And I ignored it because she kept talking about South Africa and blase, blase, blase. And I was like, this is some Nigerian prince mess going on. The woman continued to email me, and I continued to hit the delete button and completely ignore her until she hunted me down on Facebook. And then she sent me a Facebook message. And I went, okay, this woman is real. I looked over her Facebook profile and I went, okay, she's the real deal. She's not a Nigerian prince trying to come and, you know, like snag my money or anything like that. So I started talking to her. And at that point, she was interested in doing wholesales for the US. She had gotten the contract with Nurturing Fibers, and she was working on contracts with other things to do wholesales here. And I said, you know, that's not gonna work, because local yarn stores, it's not like it is in Europe. It's not like it is in South Africa. Local yarn stores are still very big and very popular over there, but this is a very, very vast country. There's lots and lots of land. There's lots of people, and you are never going to build a business to leave to your son going on that. This is what I suggest. And then, you know, we spent months and months talking about it, and then we spent all of that time building it up, and that's how it started. That's how Good Loop started. But the fabulous thing about it is that Jennifer and I did not meet face to face, actually breathing the same air, until the Crochet Guild of America conference this past July. We met online, we started a business online, and we had never met face to face. Isn't that crazy? So there was two answers to that. You know, she stalked me, and then the Crochet Guild of America conference. But Xana got it right. So this one is yours. Kim, I could have sworn she said that you were the first patron too. No, it was Lisa. I promise you. I went back and I looked. I was just looking at our chat history and you said I was your first? Really? I don't know. I'll have to go back and I'll have to look. Because Xana's was the first email. I can't do it right now, but not Xana. Lisa's was the first email that came through. It is crazy. It's very, very, very crazy. Anthony, I see you. We're not getting sassy. There's no gas. No gas in the live chat this evening. Oh. Let's see. I'm scrolling up to see who I missed while I was blabbering. Oh gosh, she's sending me screenshots, you guys. Why didn't I get an email from you? I'm sorry. Okay, because she's sending me screenshots. I was crying. I was mad because I hadn't told anybody yet, and I had just put on my makeup, and she was making me ruin my makeup. Okay, Kim was my first patron. I'm so sorry. Lisa was my second. Now I lost my email. There we are. I'm sorry, Kim. Goodness. Kim is like an elephant. You can't say anything around Kim. She retains everything. She's going to win this round. Yes, I know. I know. She, I can't ever win with Kim. Y'all don't pay attention to the trolls. Honestly, it happens every single time we have a giveaway. Oh. I'm so glad that so many of you actually knew the story about me and Jen. That makes me feel good that you guys knew the story. The rest of us are chopped liver. You are not chopped liver, Kelly. You are one of my favorites. You're one of my favorites. You're not chopped liver. Whack-A-Troll needs to be an official game for you mods. I think that they need to start keeping track of who gets it. Like the Lord of the Rings between the dwarf and the elf. Yeah, should definitely start keeping track. My husband feels the same. He can never win. It's because you're a flippin' elephant, Kim. Have mercy. Jessica, where have you been? Hello? Ugh. But you love her. I do. I do. No, you haven't missed it. I still have I still have two more to give away, and then one more for the comment section below. Their job is to say yes, dear, and move on. Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie. I hope that you feel better. All her favorite people. All right, Beverly. Beverly's calling me out. Let's see. I'm so late. What did I miss? You missed a lot of yarn being given away, Kayla. I have a little bit left to give away, though. Crystal said I have a photographic memory, just no film, right? You missed the whole live, though. No, it's not. We still have an hour left. It's okay. School has been kicking my butt. Bless your heart. I'm so sorry. Yes, Kelly, you were a bad sloth. Speaking of Kelly being a sloth, how many people have survived Yaya's Hugs round 25? I have a theory. I changed from 1 to 3, so maybe that's why it doesn't show me as first anymore. That might be it, Kim. That might be it. You're very, very right. That could be why it doesn't show you as first anymore, because you changed your pledge. It's okay, Sherry. I enjoy being a favorite. I'm not going to lie about it. I enjoy being a favorite. I will take it. Every day, all day, twice on Sunday. Xana survived. Not there, not yet. Chris survived. Freaky has not gotten there yet. I don't know what it is. It's a crochet along. The last part of it just came out on Thursday. And it's the end. I'm still back on round 4. Oh, Dominique. I made an excuse hoping to find my discontinued yarn. Ah, I survived, but it took me days. Listen, you guys, it's worth it. And even though I told everybody, listen, I don't want to hear no grumbling. I don't want to hear no grumbling about it. Because listen, that border, I did that border twice on camera with you guys while having to pay attention to technology, watch all of my levels and make sure that everything was going the way that it needed to go, pay attention to chat, pay attention to moderator chat. I did that border twice while doing all of that. And then I did it again while filming for the tutorials. If I can do it, then you guys can do it. Seriously. Still working on Charlotte with Chantel. Ooh, that's a pretty one. That's a pretty one. When I tell my husband something you have said, I call you the lawyer. No, 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 I'm not a lawyer. Don't go get me in trouble like that. I won't ever eat candy canes again, though, and if I do, I will call them Twisty Mints or something so I don't... Oh. Die Wench and Fiberific both said to say hello. Today is Die Wench's work day, so they always seem to miss your chats. Oh, I love them so much. I miss Chantel. I really do. I miss getting to spend time with Chantel. It's a bummer of working night shift is I can't ever be reliable anymore. Not fair. You did it several times and we're only learning it for the first time. Hey, the first time I went through it, the first time on this one. Wait, that one. The first time going through on that one, that was my first time ever doing it too. Stop it. There was a first time for me. Kathy said, I'm still on part 1. Still finishing a temperature blanket and a sacred space. Woof! You have lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff going on. Let's see. That's, did you manage to catch the replay of the live diet? No. No, I have not. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I ended up getting wrapped up in work, and I was here working all of those back there. That's all for the Blue Happy Crochet Along, and I was still crocheting. I think I finished at like 5 o'clock this morning, 5:30 this morning. I only have one more square left to do, so I probably should have been watching it while I was crocheting. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could have been watching it while I was crocheting, but I was afraid that if I did, then I would get distracted. And I wouldn't actually crochet. I just finished an all-over lace cardi. It took me 4 months. Woof! Woof! There is another one scheduled for next week. Oh, another one! Ah! Gum Blossom Yarns is going to be with Fiberific. Oh, you guys, pay attention. Pay attention. Fiberific is doing another special die stream. I love the die streams. I do. What is my next one? You guys ready for another one? Let's see. Reach. Reach. This is another big one. For all of the folks who are allergic to wool, can I pick all of these up like this? Yay, look. Stylecraft Special DK. 5 different balls of it, and there are 322 yards in each ball. Whew. It's a lot. Which one is this? This is question number 7. Oh, so we've been talking a lot about the copyright and how that's how most of you guys found me. And I am most well known as a champion of copyright education within our community, but there's also another very important cause that I champion quite frequently. What is it? Copyright is probably number 1. What's number 2 that I am always championing and always talking about when it comes to crochet in our industry? Whew. Oh my god, I want to win this one. Yeah, these are pretty colors. This is all from my personal stash too, by the way. Like, these were all hand chosen by me, personal. It was hanging up there on the wall. Nope, not the Snowball Express, though that is a good one. And thank you for reminding me. Somebody remind me again, because I do have updated information. It's not the Snowball Express. Charlene Chapman. Charlene Chapman, that's 2. Lord have mercy. Charlene Chapman wins twice. I'm writing down her name. So, one of the other big things for those of you who are Tim Tams. Oh, Diana, I love you. Yes, Tim Tams. No, is mental health and depression, anything and everything that revolves around that. Before I started my YouTube channel and It's Crochet O'Clock, I knew that there were benefits, you know, like I felt them, that there were benefits, but I didn't know that there was science behind it until I started researching it. And I had no idea, you know, the Mayo Clinic has done studies on people that have dementia within their family, and you know, people who crochet or knit are 50% less likely to suffer the effects of dementia and other memory related issues. There is depression. So many studies have been done about depression and just mental health all the way around. Drug addiction. It's used in so many different rehabs to help people flip their mind and flip their focus into getting away from the drugs or getting away from the thoughts or whatever it is that's going on, because it gives you something to focus on. And then after you get finished, you have this, you know, beautiful project that you did. So it lifts you up and all of that. And Christine Jones just had an earthquake. Oof, that's not okay. But I am glad that you are still here. There's sand in the middle. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Kim, I want you to know, because you are still here and you have been giving me issues, I want you to know that I shared Tim Tams this weekend, okay? I took Tim Tams to work. I gave Tim Tams to Shelly. I gave Tim Tams to Anthony. And I shared. I was a good girl. And I shared. So I would really like for you to continue to supply me with Tim Tams, because I did what you said that I must do. Anthony is kind of like with them, but Shelly does not like them at all. So I am very grateful for that she does not like them, because that means that I don't have to share them again with her. No video, it did not happen. Yes, it happened. It absolutely happened. See, I had my first Tim Tam a couple weeks ago. So yummy. They are so yummy. They are so yummy. And listen, if you guys happen to not like them, I'm okay with that, because that means that there's more Tim Tams in the world for me. Kelly said she's not sharing. Well, you know, maybe because Kim is your evil twin, maybe she's not going to, you know, shame you into sharing your Tim Tams. Thank you, Catherine. Tim Tams are fabulous. I love them oh so much. Mint slices. That's exactly what Shelly said, because when I had, I think it was Kim, it was either Kim or Maxine sent me mint slices, and I took them to work to share them. And Shelly likes the mint slices more than she likes Tim Tams. What flavor did you? I took the minis. I wasn't taking a big old thing. I took the minis and I gave them the minis. I mean, look, I wasn't going to give them their own box just in case they didn't like them. They would go to waste. I gave them the minis. Did you see my Biscoffs and the Yaya's pics? Yes, I did. And I loved it. I love the It's Crochet O'Clock mug, and then the Biscoff biscuit, and then Yaya's. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Sadly, I get migraines from chocolate. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I will take care of the chocolate for you. See, I'm helping. The mint chocolate ones are to die for. My favorite are the caramel ones. I love the caramel. I wish that they would make the minis with caramels. The melted togethers. No, I didn't give them the melted togethers. Before I forget, go Pat go. Anthony. Let's see. Yarny got goodness is my chocolate. That's okay. I love yarn. I also love chocolate. Can't find the Biscoff here? Oh, Diana. Stop it. That's not okay. Order them from Amazon. They're on Amazon now. Oh. After my first win, I was squealing trying to tell my kids, but they just looked at me and said laundry machine's flooding. Oh. Poor Charlene. Oh, Kelly says that she's almost out of mint slices. Bless your heart. Okay, for those of you who are talking about Tim Tams and how to find them, I have to go through this all the time. Okay, don't be faked out. There are Tim Tams that are real, and then there are the imposters. Okay, the way to tell the difference is to actually look at the package, and if it says made in Australia, that's a real Tim Tam. If it says product of Australia, that is not a real Tim Tam. The ingredients are completely different, and I know this because the ones there's a couple different flavors that are the fake ones, and they have coconut in them, and I am allergic to coconut. That's how I figured that out, just so you guys know. The ingredients are different. They taste completely different. You can go to World Market, and World Market has two flavors that are the real Tim Tams, the original, and then the dark chocolate are the original Tim Tams. All of the other ones at World Market, they are the fake ones. So if you happen, there's oodles and oodles of flavors. So make a friend with an Aussie, set up a trade going back and forth, send them things from America that they can't get in Australia. Come up with something like that to get yourself some real Tim Tams, because there really is a world of a difference. Have you found the Biscoff butter? No, I have not, and I have looked. I have gone to, not that I have many grocery store options here, but I have gone to every single grocery store in my town and every single grocery store in the town that I work in, and I can't find it. I cannot find it at all. So I think I'm going to have to order it like on Amazon or something like that. Is it a Tam Tam or a Tim Tam? It is a Tim Tam. Tim Tams. Tim Tams are fabulous. Target has fake Tim Tams. I know. So does Walmart. So does Walmart. Yes, in New Zealand you get the good stuff. Maxine sometimes sends me the good stuff from New Zealand because she loves me. The earthquake was 5.1. Oof. Is Emma here? No, I don't think Gamer Widows is in here, or she would have said something already. But you can tag her in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. Emma will trade you, not Emma from Pip and Poppycock, Emma from here, whose handle is Gamer Widows. She will trade you Nutter Butters for Tim Tams. You'll send me some? Send me some what? Tim Tams? Listen, I'm never going to say no to Tim Tams. I love me some Tim Tams. I need a hookup for Tim Tams. Everybody needs a hookup. In my opinion, everybody needs a hookup, but I'm going to need all of you guys to stay away from Kim because she's mine. Okay? I claimed her. We have built a relationship upon mutual trust and love, and I'm not going to let any of you guys come between us. Okay? It's just the way that it goes. Do you want me to send you the open half-empty jar of Biscoff butter I have in my cupboard? Half-empty. I am so excited to try that. I really do love the Biscoff cookies. I love them. I didn't even know that the butter was a thing. I just can't find it. Oh, Emily misses Bluebell ice cream. Poor thing. I'm having issues with getting my hole in the granny square. Granny squares have lots of holes. Gonna have to be more specific. Biscoff cookie butter. Send me an email, Christine. I don't know. I don't know about that because Australian chocolate is far superior than any American-made chocolate I have ever had in my life. But send me an email and we will talk if you are willing to send me a sample. I will have to get you a full jar. I just need to sit down one day and just order me some because I keep hoping that I'm going to walk through the grocery store and see it. My Walmart, neither one of my Walmarts that are close to me have it. How to start a granny square. Use a magic ring. That's how you fix that. I have a video for the magic ring. That might help you out a lot. Or just go and watch the first video for Yaya's Hugs, because I show you how to start a granny square in that. Can you FedEx some ice cream? Oh. Catherine says that it's her first time doing a live stream. Welcome. Anthony's got Dove chocolate. He thinks that he's fancy, only because he doesn't know any better. Bless his heart. Goodbye, Molly. A stroopwafel? What is a stroopwafel? I don't think that Godiva is the best. I really don't. Like, Australian chocolate is just so smooth. I love it. I love it. Where am I from? I'm from South Carolina. A coffee crisp? I'm down with it. Listen, I'm down for all the goodies. For all the goodies. Caroline, there are many different ways that you can see how to do a magic ring. I have several videos on it. Stroopwafels, traditional Dutch treat, but I live in New Zealand, but Dutch by birth. I have never had one. I have no idea what that is, but I am oddly curious now. All of a sudden, I am curious, and I need it in my life. Seriously. I was at my favorite store and I asked about the Biscoff butter. She said yes and told me where it was, and then I discovered they had caramel Tim Tams. Win-win. Yes, they are the Australian Tim Tams. Ooh, Christine. Ooh, that's a good win right there. Those are my favorite Tim Tams. Think big Kit Kat but meets coffee. Oh, I like Kit Kats. I like coffee. That could be awesome. English chocolate. English chocolate is amazing too, Nikki. I agree. Wagon wheels. Look at Annie trying to be helpful. Am I allergic to pecans? Absolutely not. No, I'm not allergic to pecans. I'm allergic to coconut and peppers. I also love German chocolate. German chocolate is very, very, very good too. A big round flat caramel covered waffle cookie. Oh, Tobeans, what are you doing to me? Ooh. Talking about all this food, I need a snack. Hi, welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. It always happens. Ooh. Man. My favorite English Canadian candy is a coffee crisp. I feel like I am neglected and that I somehow am missing something great within my life. And I need to rethink how I'm living my life because there's so many of these snacks that I haven't tried. I'm allergic to Canadian barbecue. It's terrible. Do Canadians even know how to barbecue? Do they? I mean, really? Do they? You put it on top of your coffee cup and it melts? Ooh. Oof. Cindy Googled stroopwafel and they sound delicious. They do sound delicious. Kelly has apple, crumb cobbler, and vanilla bean ice cream waiting for you. Oh, just because I am your friend and I love you and you told me to tell you, you have to get into that dress in a couple months. You have to be able to stay in that dress. This is your reminder because you told me to tell you that whenever you started thinking about something like that, thank you, Anthony, whenever you started thinking about something like that, to remind you of the dress that you want to remain in the correct size for the event. So, there's your reminder. Canadians grill barbecue on ice. Oh, poor Linda. What did I come into? Listen, Linda, we cannot be supportive of that, okay? I mean, I know what you just heard me tell Kelly, but normally we just this is not the place for that. Bless your heart. I'm so sorry. Why do I gain 10 pounds every Monday night? I know. Me too. Me too. Because skinny can wait for tomorrow. I mean, I tell myself that almost every day. Every day I wake up with the best of intentions, and then I walk past something. Like, yeah, skinny can wait until tomorrow. It's okay. Fresh picked apples made into pie. Oh, I like apple pie. I think we need a tour of all these places to get the good yummies. I agree. I completely agree. Whew. Always count on Sue to bring in the reality of things. Come to It's Crochet Clocks Live. Gain 10 pounds. Okay, last one. I don't know why I'm looking back there. So the last one that I'm going to give away live is a $20 gift voucher because you guys liked them so much the last time that I did this. It's $20. Doesn't matter what, $20. You can purchase whatever you want, and of course you can spend more, whatever. I will send you a code. Whenever you email me, I will send you a code immediately for $20 off on Good Loops Yarn. So you can go to goodloopsyarn.com, spend $20, buy whatever you want. If you've been wanting to try Lush, you can do that. If you've been wanting to try one of the merinos, you can do that. Anything. It's not limited. And just so you know, I just last night updated the inventory. There's more bonbons. So if bonbons are your thing and you want bonbons and you want samples, there you go. You can do that. So, next to the last question. This should be an easy one. Should be a super easy one. What was the first crochet along that I ever put out tutorials for? And go. Oh. Hello, Freezy. Stroop waffles are also available at Target as well as Walmart. Yes, but are they the real thing? Or is it going to be like a Tim Tam shenanigan thing? I'm answering questions, or I'm talking while I'm waiting for the answers to come flooding in. Nope, freaky. Oh, Sabrina! Sabrina won! Sabrina! It was the Arizona. Make sure you send me an email to itscrochetaclock@gmail.com. Everybody who's won, you got to send me with your details. And if your name is different from what I am seeing here in chat, make sure that you leave that in the email, because otherwise I won't know who you are. I did not film tutorials for Havana. I talked a lot about Havana, a lot, but I did not film tutorials for Havana. There is no full-on tutorial for Havana. Sabrina won $20 at Good Loops. Time for TV with the hubby, but Kelly, there's still one more question right before the end. I'm working on that now, and I didn't realize it was your first. Yep, that was my very first ever crochet along that I filmed tutorials for. It feels like forever ago. Forever ago. Stephanie, just because on your screen it shows that you answered the question, for me and for everybody else, the comments pop up in different order. And I have said twice now that the way that this goes is the first time I see the answer pop up. So it was Sabrina who won. And there's still going to be one more chance for everybody Afterwards, the way that it will happen is I will ask one question before we close out live this week, and then the video will process and it will post onto the channel. You can answer the question in the comments. 2 days from now, I will hit a button that will randomly select a comment, and when it does that, if it comes up with the correct answer, that person will also win, or that person will win the prize for that one. So other people who couldn't be here for the live can also get in. I have all of those videos saved. Oh, it's a really nice project. Oh, Lindsay, was that how you found us? That's nice. I always thought that you were around before Arizona, but I guess not. Are we back to talking about football? Is Sue talking about football? Has Anthony worn off on Sue? Are we going back there again? I have no idea. I think I missed something while we were going through all of that mess. I don't know. Freaky said, I've been in nearly every live chat from the start. I still got it wrong. I know, Freaky, you have no excuse. You have literally known me before I started doing live chats. You have no excuse to get any of them wrong. Like, any of them. Mercy. Charlene, is that how you found us too? Wow. It's so, like, there are so many people that found us in different ways. Most of the people came from the content theft videos, but there are other ones that I'm just like, really? That's how you found me? Hello, Leela from Brazil. Phone fumbles. I fumbled my phone. Okay. See, I'm automatically on the defense because Anthony is here, and I was, you know, the situation last week, it's still lingering there. Okay, I felt attacked all of last week. You know, I had Anthony coming from one side, I had my loving cousin coming from the other, I had Sue. There were so many of you guys that there were things that I didn't want to learn about you guys that I learned last week. Okay, it was quite stressful for me last week, and I'm still a little bit on the defense for it. So I see the word fumble, immediately my brain goes to football now because of last week. Yeah. Aww, your #1 lurker. That's okay. You can be a lurker all you want. Rebecca Nelson hates football. I'm so sorry. I love football. There should be a rule about not talking about football. This is my channel. I love football. I love football. I just found you by looking because I got bored with who I was watching. Oh, I needed someone like me, loud and obnoxious and straight to the point, and with no filter. Is that what you mean? C should have let me mute him. Oh no, you can't mute him. You can't mute him. Just before the Arizona tutorials is when I found you. You found me, Kathy found me through a Pip and Poppycock Sunday social. How about that? Anthony, I'm not trying to blame you. It is all your fault. I was not like this. I have said this many times. I was not like this. I was a very, very kind person, and I have had to adapt. I've had to adapt to protect myself. Oh Lord, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I had to ban my mother from watching football. She's a jinx. Luckily, she didn't talk much yesterday and our team won. Anthony, I'm going to mute you myself. I have limits. Diana found me through Fiberific. Quiet and demure. Ah, Julie, bless your heart. I love that that is your impression of me. I really do. Please don't ever watch that second content that video. You'll look at me in a whole other light. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Tobin says, I predict the Jaguars will lose all of their games this season. Place your bets here. Oof. Sue, you are partly to blame. Why, I'm living my life on the defense now. Not another night talking about football. Listen, Alicia. We have talked about all kinds of things, okay? It's football season. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I owned it, Sue, but she has it out for you guys. Aw, Emily said, you remind me of my family back in Kansas. Thank you for giving me that sense of home in the great white north, 2,000 miles away from my family. Listen, I understand. I'm 1,500 miles away from my own family. I get it. Me and you. I understand. Quiet, Stephanie? Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm not quiet and demure at all, but I love that somebody has that impression of me. I really do. I've been trying to like channel my Aunt Jean Ann, and it's coming out. And it's coming out clearly because somebody's impression of me is quiet and demure. I've been working on it for so long, you guys. Okay, this is another milestone. Oh, happy day. I'm gonna have to start disowning people again. Tis the season. Lauren, you can't disown me. You can't. Remember that one time when the entire 2 hours was about Harry Potter? That was a great live. That was a great live. And you know, like everybody, even the folks that aren't all about Harry Potter, all of them still enjoyed and still went and got salted and all of that. Hooray, Hufflepuffs. I found you because I'm your favorite Aussie and the best stalker you know. Okay, all right, for the Aussies. Okay, like, I have no favorite Aussie, okay? Kim keeps trying to throw that in there at you guys, and it is important for me to tell you that I have no favorite Aussie, okay? Sue? Sue. You and Anthony are going to be sitting in the timeout box together if you don't knock it off. Both of you. Both of you. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Quiet and demure. Yeah, I'm not. I already told you we can be friends, especially now I saw the bad news for your team. Lauren! Thank you, Tracy. I try to be. Hey, this time of year, my only concerns are footballs, grandbabies, and yarn. And sweets! 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 Snacks! Snacks! You can't have football without snacks! No! But if it makes you feel better, I'm not so happy and incredibly ashamed of my own team this year. Yeah, it does make me feel a little bit better. Ida said the Harry Potter live was so funny, but I'm still not a Slytherin. Listen, Ida, okay? Slytherin just has a bad reputation. Slytherin just has a bad reputation. Luckily, those of us in New Zealand don't fight over who is your favorite, as we know it's Maxine. I mean, she is. She is. I will admit, I love Maxine more than life itself. She's my Kiwi bestie. She's my crochet soul sister. My Aunt Jean Ann is a Hufflepuff too. Amy's a Hufflepuff, my Aunt Jean Ann is a Hufflepuff, and I'm a Hufflepuff. Imagine that. We're all Hufflepuffs. Anthony? I'm gonna time out everybody. Tobin said I'm not into Harry Potter, but at least I know I belong to Ravenclaw. See? Alicia, my Aunt Jean Ann is right there with you. The only reason she shows up to football days and football family gatherings is for the food. Kim, you haven't sorted yourself? Snacks and Nanny's cheese ball. Oh, Nanny's cheese ball was so good. I love Nanny's cheese ball. There's nothing wrong with being a Slytherin. It's hard to think any of us other Kiwis have a chance since she says that Maxine is her Kiwi bestie, so we're under no illusions about having a chance at it. I'm so sorry. Listen, like, Maxine is to blame for so much good stuff in my life. Maxine was the one who browbeat me into starting the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. She's the one that sent me my first South African yarn, and that whole domino effect happened with the South African yarn. Like, I wouldn't be part of Good Loops right now. Good Loops would not have been a thing if Maxine hadn't have sent me that yarn, and Jen hadn't have, and all of this other stuff. Like, she's my Kiwi bestie. Dumb question, why do you call her a Kiwi? Because that's what New Zealanders are. They're Kiwis. She's my Kiwi bestie. It was very helpful to know my house and wand when I started Wizard Unite. Oh, you did that too? I did that too. As soon as the Harry Potter game came out, I rearranged everything and made it proper. I did. I'm thinking another Harry Potter live for us noobs who missed it. Ugh. That was a crazy night. Everybody was getting themselves sorted. And we all agreed that when I move back to Florida, because Harry Potter World is now open in Orlando, that we're going to have an It's Crochet O'Clock gathering, and we are going to yarn bomb Diagon Alley. Yes, we are. And you can do a yarny crafting event and take your family on vacation at the same time. You can send your family away to go do their own thing while you are yarn bombing and hanging out with your people. Win-win. It's definitely Crochet O'Clock because we're talking about food. Having a fried Oreo at the moment. Oof. I'm not a fan of Oreos, you know that? Who puts cheese on their cake? This girl. This girl. I love cheesecake. Love, love, love cheesecake. I have no idea what Freaky is responding to, and I'm not certain that I want to know. Oh, update on the Snowball Express. Thank you, Sue, so much. Okay, so I had my meetings. I had my meetings with a lovely woman named Michelle, who I am calling Texas Michelle because she lives in Texas. She's not in Dallas, by the way. She lives all the way over on the other side by Louisiana. But she is the volunteer coordinator for Snowball Express, and she put me in touch with another Michelle, who I am calling Florida Michelle, who lives in Orlando, and she works for Project Linus, and Project Linus is the group that gathers all of the blankets together to give to the Snowball Express. So I have good news on a couple different fronts. One is because it's a Project Linus situation, I can actually, there is a Project Linus chapter that is active in Lubbock. So instead of having to ship all of these blankets and me have to pay to ship all of these blankets, I can just drive them 2 hours over to Lubbock and drop them off, and then they can ship them. So that's a good thing. The other good thing is that we can do it. They are very excited for us to do it. I just have to get all of the stuff done, but we're going to do Snowball Express. And you guys can send them to me. I will unbox them here and all of that good stuff and get them ready, and I will take them to the Project Linus chapter in Lubbock, and we will go. It will probably run longer than it did last year, because last year we had to meet the deadline for the Florida Daughters of the American Revolution because they were all turning in their blankets for their spring conference. So we had that hard deadline. They do not accept blankets until November. I think it's the 1st of November is when they actually start accepting the blankets. So I will have to keep them here the entire time. So it will be a long running situation, which I'm kind of nervous about because I'm worried that it's going to, you know, like peter out. I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I'm not sure when we're going to start the drive because I don't think that I want to run it for an entire year because that's just way too long. But if we get into Dallas, I will be more than willing if you guys want to drop blankets off with me. If you're coming to the Dallas Fiber Festival, if you want to drop blankets off with me, I will be more than willing to bring them back with me. And also in July, if you guys are going to the Crochet Guild of America Chain Link Conference, I will also be willing to bring blankets back with me from there, so you guys don't have to ship them. So, yep, they are going to, Project Linus is this, I don't want to say sister, but they're the ones that gather up all of the donations of blankets for the Snowball Express. And if you guys don't know what the Snowball Express is, it is a foundation from Gary Sinise. Well, it's part of Gary Sinise's network of foundations that he has. He played Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump. That's what most people remember him as, but he does lots and lots and lots for our military. And the Snowball Express is an annual event every year where they take children and the surviving parents of fallen warriors to Disney World over the Christmas holiday, because Christmas holiday is one of the hardest ones to get through when you've lost a parent, and they fly them there. They pay for their accommodations, they pay for all of their food, they don't have to pay for anything while they're there, they just get to hang out with other kids who understand what they're going through, and they give them gifts, and one of the gifts that they give them is a handmade blanket. So the blankets can be quilts, they can be crocheted, they can be knitted, and they can also be fleece, but if they are fleece, it has to be one layer of fleece only, not the double layer fleece. The qualifications for the blankets this year is going to change a little bit from last year, because something that I learned is the children are only from 5 years old and up, whereas before I thought that there were infants that were involved, so some people made baby blankets. Children are 5 years and older, so they do have minimum dimensions that the blankets have to be. I will post that on the website and in the video whenever I talk about it. There are things that are do's and things that are don't, but one of the big don'ts that I always talk about immediately right off the bat, because people want to go out and get yarn and start working on something and I don't want you to be disappointed. It's an initial reaction because these are children of fallen military members to do blankets that are in the American flag. Those will not be given out to Snowball Express kids because the American flag is draped over the caskets of their parents, and it brings back lots and lots of bad memories for them. So no American flag anything. No American flag anything. Don't do that. But more information will be coming soon. But yes, it's going on. Emily said, my sister-in-law is in the Tampa area, might be able to send her with a couple blankets to drop off with you. Well, I'm not going to be there. They asked me to go this December for when they are handing out the blankets, but I have too much stuff going on, so I can't finagle it to go home and drive down to go for the event, but I'm going to try for next year. Next year I'm going to try to be there and help distribute the blankets to the kids, and they have also offered that any of you guys, if you guys are close by and you want to come, that they will get us access to get into the event and help pass out. Oh, it is almost time. It is almost time. Good night, Beverly. So, while it's almost time and while we are saying goodbye, I am going to reiterate that after this live broadcast is over with, it will take, like 5-10 minutes for YouTube to process the video and then post it on my channel. When it does, you can go into the comments section and you can answer this question. Don't answer it now. Don't tell other people what it is. You can go and you can post a comment under the video, and in 2 days I am going to run a comment random picker. It's going to pop up a comment, and if the answer is correct, that person is who is going to win another $20 voucher to Good Loops Yarn that you can use on any yarn that we carry at goodloopsyarn.com. You can buy anything that you want with it, $20, it's all yours. You can have fun with it. So the question is, do not say it in chat. Do you hear me? Don't say it in chat. Don't tell people what the answer is. If you know, don't tell them. Who is to blame for me doing lives every week? That's the question for when this goes back up. Snowball Express, acrylic or cotton? Yes, that's true. You don't want to use any animal fibers because lots of people have allergies to animal fibers. Don't do that because it would be very bad if a baby got a blanket and turned out to be allergic to it and then they couldn't snuggle in it. No, Freaky. The answer is no. I don't know what you mean by it, so no. Acrylic is good to use for blankets because it's hypoallergic. I can't talk. Just all of a sudden, I can't talk. Hypoallergenic, and so is cotton. So that's another good one to use. But cotton does get heavy. Just think about that. It's gonna make your shipping costs go up. Crystal, you can look at the guidelines, but they're like I said, the size of the blankets are going to change. I can tell you right now. Let me hunt down this email. Pause for dramatic effect whilst I find this email from her. Where did she go? Maybe. Let's see. Okay. All blankets must be 45 by 60 or larger. That is the dimensions for the blankets. And again, they can be crochet, they can be knitted, they can be quilts, and they can also be fleece blankets. They just have to be single layer fleece blankets. Let me see. Oh, and also don't put any tags on it. You know, like a bunch of people have tags with their names on it, with love, you know, Susan Smith, all of that. Don't put any tags on it. Don't send letters with it because the letters will not be forwarded to the children. So don't do that. Don't write letters to the families. Everybody's saying good night. For those of you who won yarn this evening, don't forget to send me an email to itscrochetoclock@gmail.com with your details so I can get your goodies to you. Freaky said, take care to all who are leaving early. We have 8 minutes left, Freaky. I mean, they hung out for a long time. You're very welcome, Charlene. I'm scrolling up to see what I may have missed, although I may regret it, considering the general attitude of some of the folks here this evening. I may regret it. Aw, thank you, Sue. Thank you. But if you come to Dallas and you're wearing a Patriot shirt, I'm not going to hug your neck. I'm not going to do it. Good night, Tina. Scrolling up to see. Always blaming somebody. Yes. Yes, I am, because it's never my fault. Lots and lots of Harry Potter talk. I scrolled up way too far, you guys. I'm lost. I'm very lost. Okay. That's where Sue yelled at me, so that's where I left. Toffee cheesecake. Yum. You put cheese on hamburgers and cakes. Thank you very much. Newbies need more information. You can go there. The information is the information from last year's Snowball Express is up there, so that will give you a general, you know, idea of it. But the sizes have changed. You're very welcome, Diana. I am glad that I was helpful for you. Good night, Aunt Jeannie, and I love you. I love you very much. You can yarn bomb her jersey with your preferred team colors. Listen, my struggle. Sue, I'm not hugging you if you're wearing Patriots anything. I'm not going to hug your neck. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm never going to give you a Tim Tam again, Anthony. It's the way it's going to work. Aw, you're very welcome, Lindsay. You're very, very welcome. I'm hoping that you use different cheese for burgers. There's many different types of cheese, okay? Some are not so good, but some are really fabulous, okay? In many, many different ways. It's like cheese and pears. You're not going to grab like Kraft sliced cheese and eat that with pears. No, that's not what you do. Tomato mayo biscuits. I have recently sworn off tomatoes. So I'm going to have to go with no on that one because I have recently sworn them off. I've not had them in like 3 weeks. I shall not have them anymore ever. No, we're not going to talk about it. I heard my name is that. Yes, Diana, there is another you here. You are no longer the lone Diana. What team do I like? I am a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and my college team is Florida State. Give her an It's Crochet O'Clock shirt. I don't know that I want to give her anything with all of the stuff that all the sass that she throws out at me. Can I wear Spurs colors since it's basketball? Yes. Yes, I care not for basketball. You're very welcome, Ida. I will bring Biscoff butter and the Lord's chicken. Okay. The Lord's chicken might remind me that forgiveness is a thing. Okay. Okay. You're very welcome, Steph. Stephanie, you missed my comment above. Thanks for all you give back to us. Aw, you're welcome, Annie. Thank you. No. Yeah. So, Stephanie, is it your birthday? No. My birthday month is in July. The entire month of July is a celebration for me, personally. This is It's Crochet O'Clock's birthday. Nope. No tomatoes. Sworn off tomatoes. No, not my live feeds, Freaky. I've only been doing lives for a little over a year. We had that celebration in May. May was the anniversary of me doing lives. Today is the anniversary of It's Crochet O'Clock, period, becoming a thing. That is what today. I had the Lord's chicken for lunch. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. We all have flaws. Sue! All right. I don't know. I don't. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It's okay. I'm gonna inhale some Jesus. Inhale some Jesus. I'm okay. I'm on live. You can't take back things. You can't edit out things that you say on live. Y'all stop baiting me now. Stop baiting me. No tomatoes. I have sworn off tomatoes. I am July 18th. July 18th is my birthday, but as I said, the entire month of July is just one big celebration for me. Happy birthday, Yarn Dragons. Did he get any chicken or did you eat it all? Wait, who got chicken? I didn't get chicken. July is it is an awesome month to be born. I agree. I had to drive an hour and a half to get it. Yeah, the nearest Chick-fil-A for me is 2 hours away. I understand the feels. Ugh. Yes, it's time to say goodnight. It is time to say goodnight. You guys don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I don't know what's going on with you. Hit the bell if you haven't done so you don't miss getting an upload or anything like that. If you want to carry on with the shenanigans all week long in between lives, make sure that you join the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. All kinds of shenanigans happen there all week long. I will see you guys next week, same time, same channel, all of that good stuff, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you won yarn tonight, please, please, please email me, because I'm not going to chase you down, because I don't really want to give away that stuff right there, okay? I'm not going to chase you down to give it to you. I will keep it. I will put it back into my stash. So if you want it, you better send me an email. I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.